Welcome back to Queers of Free Action. My name is Tara Wright. I'm your game master. Say hi, Gray.
Hi.
Hi, Gray.
Say hi, Georgeanna.
Hi, Georgeanna.
Say hi, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
And say hi, Bates.
Hey, Bates.
Awesome. We're all here. We made it for another episode.
Today, Tara.
Sorry?
You spooked us today, Tara.
I spooked you?
Yeah, you screamed at me.
Why did I scream? Say hi right now. Right now. Say it. Say it right now.
Say hi, Gray.
So anyway, did you know that we have a Discord that you can come hang out with us in? Check the show notes for the link to that. And we are just going to jump right back into it. So last time on Queers of Free Action, the players all got together at the industry bar, the Small Hours, and sort of went over the events of, the campaign before now, and sort of made a plan moving ahead, which involved following the clue of a note in the pocket of one of the men who tried to rob them. They've followed this note to a restaurant called Ale and Well Met, which an industry as a fellow sex worker told you is a restaurant that serves like northern food, and is just like this big mead hall that you've all walked into, and like everything's a little bit different. Like the clothes that some people are wearing are looking different from what you're used to. You're hearing languages spoken that you've never heard before. You're smelling things from the kitchen that are unfamiliar. It smells delicious, but it's not the normal spices you would expect. And yeah, go ahead. What do you guys do?
Look at all those NPCs.
Uh-huh.
Look at all those potential bodies.
What? No. Listen, just because I went to the trouble of making the map in Roll20 doesn't mean that anything's going to happen here, okay? You guys are going to have a nice date, and that's it. We're going to spend the next hour role-playing a really nice meal at a restaurant, and that'll be it.
Oh, cannon fodder.
So what do you
Can't
do?
wait.
I think we're gonna sit. You said there were places
Yeah,
we could do. On the map, should we just put ourselves on top of?
yeah, go ahead.
Brought on there.
I'll
Okay.
I'll move them out of the way.
I imagine them going, wee!
Well, you notice a table full of people getting up to leave, and you take their spot, and I will move you over there. By the way, if you hold down Alt while you're moving something, it won't snap to the grid, so you can position it wherever you want.
Oh, that's nice.
So I could sit. I can half sit on his lap that way.
Sure, yeah,
Okay.
totally.
I'm not going to. I'm going to actually sit like a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
Is how we want to do it, though, or should I be next to Sym and you two next to each other?
You do it this way, you could look across from your date.
Sasha.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
No, Sasha.
Yes.
Be considerate. Let the lady sit next to me, please.
Okay. Fine, we can make tradesies, it's fine.
Not that I don't love you, bro, but
Oh, wait.
See how it is, you don't like me anymore, Sym.
what are you talking about? I get to have an arm around her and get to stare at your lovely scales?
And as you trade seats, you end up having to go all the way around the row of tables and then back.
Oh my god, we high five in the way,
It's like, yeah.
Like we're tagging in.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So yeah, you sit down. Eventually, someone comes up and says, "Hi, welcome to Ale and Well Met. How are you?"
Lovely.
Good.
How are you
Good.
today?
It is
Good.
a beautiful afternoon.
My name's Saren. I'm one of the team members here. What can I get you? Do you know what you want, or
How many of your brews are micro?
what do you mean micro?
Like a microbrew?
Like a what?
Like microbrew?
I don't know what you mean.
Small batch. How many of your brews get made in small batches?
None of them, but
I give like a knowing look over to Sasha.
so none of our brews are small batch brews, but we have 8 different beers. Two of them are Empyrean beers. That's local. And then we have 6 that come in from the Northlands. And that's so they're not small batch. They're relatively popular beers up there, but if you're looking for exclusivity, we're not likely to find them in taverns around here.
Will you remind me, Gray the player, that
Yes.
Northlands are who we made that peace treaty with?
Yes. So quick history lesson. 50 years ago, there was a war. The war ended. The war was between Imperia, the country you guys are in, and the lands to the north. And sort of everything you've heard about it is that, the Northlands were getting aggressive and things like that, and in order to keep the peace, Imperia went in and brought in a peacekeeping army to sort of sort things out, and now everything's great.
And who are the typical inhabitants of the Northlands?
Roll some history.
Okay, hang on.
I'm just gonna flat out say JJ wouldn't know any of this shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, JJ was in a monastery for 100 years in the middle of the forest, and they don't talk about the outside world all that much.
A 21?
21, okay. So what you know of the Northlands, there's still the same sort of races you'll find in Imperia. There's humans, there's dwarves, there's gnomes, dragonborn, all that sort of thing. There are more kinds of people up there. There's you'll find more Genasi up there. You'll find more Yuan-Ti in certain places. There's a snake people. You'll find sort of in the north of the Northlands, it becomes pretty dry and arid and hot. Because, by the way, have I not mentioned before, you are in the global south. So as you go north, you're getting closer to the equator, and it's a desert up there. And that's where you'll find. That's where you'll find.
News.
Yeah, that's where you'll find a lot of Yuan-Ti, and you'll find a lot of sort of hardier populations. You've heard rumors that there's a tribe of sort of sand elves up there.
Sand elves? Cool as shit.
Yeah.
I want to meet some sand elves. Side quest, everybody.
Listen to episode 92 to meet the sand elves.
I'll laugh my ass off. Actually, you call back to that once we hit episode 92.
I was going to say, that has to be episode 92 now.
It's you wait.
Episode 92, Sand Elves.
Wow, bold of you to think that you're going to have
It
the
is
same
written
notebook.
down. There are 2 notes on my notepad. One is the name of the dog, which, by the way, did you bring the dog? I figured
No,
not.
we did not bring
okay.
the dog.
Okay,
You
cool,
don't
cool,
want to
cool.
risk the dog.
Yeah. So I have 2 notes written down on my notepad. It's the name of the dog and episode 92, Sand Elves.
It's a good dog.
The most
Yeah.
important notes
Mhm.
from this podcast. The name of the dog and the sand elf.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, she says that they import 5 or 6 different kind of beers from up north.
Which one is your favorite?
I like the blonde personally, but
And
a lot
is
of
she
Hmm?
is she a blonde?
she's not. She's dark haired.
Okay.
But a lot of people like the stout, and a lot of people like sort of the red ale. That seems to be the most popular one.
I'll take a red.
A red?
Take a red too.
Mm-hmm.
Rose, you've got black and red hair, I believe?
Mhm.
I think it's a red for me then.
I guess I'm going to be weird. I'm going to go with the blonde because that's what the server likes.
Awesome. So three
I'm
reds
gonna-
and a blonde?
Walk into a bar.
Mhm.
The blonde says, "Ow, that hurt." No.
All right. I will go ahead and get those, and I'll be right back with some menus for you guys.
Stand
you
blonde.
so
much.
And so, yeah. There you are. She returns after a minute, brings you your beers. You notice, like, there's a bar sort of at the top of the room, like you see at the top of the room, there's the kitchen door, there's sort of like a server's area, and then there's a bar with some people sitting at it and a couple of bartenders, and she goes over there to get your drinks, and, she comes back and she leaves you a couple of menus and, promises to return in a few moments.
Before you go,
Yes.
just very quickly, any recommendations as far as the meals?
Well, I'm personally a fan of the root vegetable salad. That's always really good. But if
I think I'm in the mood for something a little heartier today.
a little heartier, people rave about our mutton. There's a lot of people who come in, 2-3 times a week just for the mutton. I see them and I know what they're going to get.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Let her toddle on her way.
Yep, she wanders off.
Rose.
Yes.
And I'll kind of lean over, sling my arm around your shoulder, and making sure it's okay with you first.
Yes.
And just lean over and kind of whisper in your ear to kind of unconsciously keep an eye on her.
Okay.
And Sasha's oblivious ass turns to JJ and goes, aren't they cute together? Like,
They are. Hey, bro, you gonna get that mutton?
bro, I'm totally thinking the mutton. What do you think? Are you muttoning or?
I'm thinking of that mutton.
I guess there's mutton to it.
I think I'm gonna munch down on that butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
I was
that's
actually thinking mutton too. But how long have you two been together?
We've been living together for the past 6 months, give or take.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, you guys are adorable. How did you two meet?
Oh, well, there's an episode about that.
In character. They don't know about that yet.
You can edit it out. I just had to be funny.
I know.
But, so funny thing is, I met him the day that I sort of stormed out of my parents' house.
And I met him the day that I ran into the city.
So we just kind of hit off from there, and ever since we've just been making all our decisions by playing, what was that? The
Il Hakino bag.
Il Hakino bag.
Yeah.
That's
The ancient Elvish tradition of the Il Hakino bag, also colloquially known as the hacky sack.
Yeah, and we sack it out together,
Some bros, you just gotta sack it out.
Yeah. Well, I think you two are adorable.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I think JJ turns to Sasha and puts up a fucking high five, just like, we're adorable, bro.
Yeah, high five. And then, are we going to have it just sink into the both of them that they're not talking about us as friends?
Absolutely oblivious.
Absolutely oblivious.
So, JJ, I gotta ask.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of trying to be conspiratorial, diagonal across the table. But I gotta ask. Dragon Dong, gotta tell me, how is it?
Bright blue.
JJ looks you in the eyes. Like, his whole face kind of darkens a little bit. He turns to you and goes, ribbed.
For your pleasure?
At
Low head
this
nod.
point, At this point, a couple of the people next to you, because again, these are big communal tables, a couple of the people next to you just kind of like look over and... But they go back to their meal, though.
JJ just continues to, like,
Mm-hmm.
move hands a little bit further apart from each other, like with a little bit of a nodding head.
You see Sym's eyes just get wider and wider, and his grin is also getting wider and wider.
You should see Magic Hand Mike.
That sounds like a challenge.
He's in that changing room sometimes, and he's not shy.
We
I
have a
don't
lot
know.
of
Judging
respect
by
for
the
him.
color of blue he just flushed.
Sasha clears his throat and pulls his fan seemingly out of nowhere and just... Sasha just has drama fan. That's what that is.
Drama fan.
So
That's
was it mutton all around for everyone, or?
I think it was.
Oh, hi. Yeah, Mutton. Sure.
Okay. You sit there, you conversate for a little while, you share spicy details. Eventually 4 plates of mutton show up. They smell amazing in this rich sort of like spicy way that you're not used to. And like they're like a big piece of mutton in broth with like vegetables sort of arranged around the broth in like a shallow bowl.
Ooh, I'm too hungry for this.
Now I want meat.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It takes JJ no time to dig it.
Absolutely.
None whatsoever. And Sasha notices that JG's got a little something. He just kind of casually wipes away his stuff. Gotcha, bro. And then continues like, we're just going to continue to be a little gay for each other. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks, man. I know you always got my back.
I got you, fam.
After a few minutes, excuse me, I'm so sorry. After a few minutes, sort of stout tan dwarf with dark hair and green eyes comes up, and he's wearing, he's dressed rather nicely. He's not dressed formally or anything, but he's dressed rather nicely, and he's wearing an apron that says "Aelin Well Met" on it. And he says, "Hi, folks. How are you? My name is Thorved. I'm the floor manager here. How are you?"
There is a massive bite of food in JJ's mouth, as there is any time a server comes up to talk to you.
They train for that.
Yeah, that's a skill.
Insider secret.
I used to wait tables, absolutely.
Yeah, no, it's strategy. How are you? Is everything good?
It is
Happy with your
delicious.
meal?
The mutton is magnificent.
Excellent. I'm so glad to hear it.
I would love to ask what your secret is, but I know as a wonderful chef, you can't tell me.
And he like touches his temple and like wags his finger at you and gives you like a big smile and a laugh. I'm sure you know better. But thank you. I'll tell Chef that you're enjoying it. Yeah, I just wanted to come up and say hi, and make sure you didn't have any concerns or, if you need anything.
Everything has been wonderful so far. Thank you so much for asking, though.
Excellent.
Sym will pour on the charm with his 19 charisma.
Absolutely. Okay, so
Sym will turn to Rose and how was your mutton, my dear?
It was delicious.
That's when he notices Rose's plate is just trashed. It's gone.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank
Did-
you.
did Rose finish her plate or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
I like a girl with an appetite. Nice.
Well, he says, well, excellent. I'm so glad to hear it. Just if you need anything, just flag one of us down, and we'll be happy to help. And he kind of, he steps away politely, making sure you don't need anything. And then if you don't, he turns toward the kitchen.
Yep. Off he goes.
Okay. JJ.
Yeah, there it is.
You thought I forgot. Last episode, I asked for perception checks, and you rolled a natural 20, and I told you I was going to hold on to that.
Yes, you did.
As Thorvald... Is it Thorvald? Thorved. Sorry. As Thorved walks to the kitchen and pushes open the kitchen door, for just the briefest moment, you catch a glimpse of the kitchen. You see... you see a stove against the back wall. You see a chef working there. You kind of see, the right-hand wall of the kitchen. There's a door there. The door opens, and someone walks out, and you recognize it as one of the guys who robbed you last night. And you see this just for a second before the kitchen door closes again. One of those guys is back there.
Oh, you see JJ kind of choke a little bit on his mutton, and then grabs his beer and washes it down, slams down the goblet, and goes, "Oh, he's here.
Who's here?
He's in the back. I just saw him. I swear I just saw him.
Who's him?
One of the guys. One of the guys.
Which one?
It was the guy. It was the guy who stepped out from beside the building. It was guy number 2.
I think he stepped out from the side. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, the guy that mugged us.
Yeah, one of the guys that mugged us.
Okay.
The reason that we're here. Oh, sorry. And he takes
Another huge gulp of his cup.
puts it back down again. His kitchen in the back. What do we do?
Honestly, with this kind of a crowd, there's nothing we can do right now. However,
You know where he works now.
Oh.
We should probably try to get out of here before he sees us.
that
'Cause now we have information and he doesn't.
what she said, guys.
Yeah. Scarfs down the last couple bites of food and truck, please.
Yeah, because we definitely want to finish our food. It's really
Yeah.
good food.
Yeah, I scarfed down the last of my mutton, chugged down the last of my flagon, and then I'll throw a gold piece on the table. That should be enough to cover everything.
Mhm.
Now, hell, I'll make it 2, just to make sure she's got a good tip.
Nice of you. All right,
Thank you
so
for dinner, Sim.
Does the gold cover all of the food or just you guys? I don't care. I just want to appropriately thank you.
it probably covers everybody. Gold is actually fairly valuable in
Yeah.
D&D. Adventurers don't know the value of gold, but it's actually...
JJ's eyes are kind of bugging out of his skull a little bit at the sight of this.
And Sasha goes, well, thank you, Thank words. Thank you, Sym Patico. Don't mind me. I just... short-circuiting. It's fine. But thank you.
Oh, no, dude, you're welcome. Trust me, I can think of other ways for you to pay me back.
I said, "You've had enough canceled tabs." And throws you a little wink.
Meanwhile, Sasha blushes.
So you guys skedaddle out of there?
Yeah.
All right.
We boot scoot.
Awesome. Are you sticking around to investigate anything in the neighborhood, or are you running back home to base?
Do you want to see what time the restaurant closes? I don't know if that would be on the thing outside or if we could ask the host as we were leaving.
Yeah, they close at let's say 11. They're open
So
late.
you figure another hour past that for the kitchen staff. Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Fine. It was good beer.
Mm-hmm.
What time of day is it?
What, mid-afternoon?
Yeah, I would say mid-afternoon.
Okay. Do any of us have shifts or anything that night?
It's Sunday. You can work, but so Sundays are usually slow.
Okay, well, y'all need somebody to walk you back with the robberies and stuff. We need to make sure you guys are safe.
Yeah. You can walk back together.
Did we have plans to do something else after this? What are you thinking, Sym?
I am at your mercy, ma'am.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
Well,
We now have
mean-
plans for what we're doing after this, so yeah, let's head back.
Awesome.
I just figured one of you guys would
I'm
have
gonna
like a safe
make
place
a
to hide
roll
for a
real
minute.
quick.
Oh, you're
Okay,
looking for a
cool.
place to hide. I
Well,
don't. I'm still newish to town.
I feel like I probably should know.
What are you guys looking for?
Just like a place where we could talk privately about what we just saw and what we want to do about it.
Well,
I figured one of their rooms back at Madame Red's.
Sure. Do you want to hold on to this
Or
conversation?
maybe we could even find a way into the abandoned building,
There you go.
where we could also keep an eye on the restaurant.
Mhm.
I like this plan.
It is a Sunday.
All right.
All right. So you guys are gonna head over to the abandoned building.
Let's go abandoned building searching.
Okay. So
And-
Urban spelunking.
yes, it is. It is the, what did you call that? A wedge building?
Flatiron.
Flatiron. It's the Flatiron building on this Y intersection. And go ahead and make me some investigation checks.
Alrighty.
Ooh, a new one.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it out there that Sasha's going to definitely take off his heels so he can seem somehow less conspicuous.
JJ pulls out a pair of like flat shoes from his fanny pack and hands them over.
What am I rolling again? Insight?
Investigation.
Investigate.
Investigation. I don't have it together, y'all.
I got to
Going-
12.
I got an
12.
11.
Got a
11,
natural
12,
20.
Nat 20 there.
Nice.
All
I
right.
got an 18.
So you all spread around. You all spread out around this building. You can see like it's all boarded up and stuff like that, but you can see that it used to be a restaurant. There's a fence along the alleyway, and you notice that you notice that it should be fairly easy to get into the fence, and you can kind of see around it and see like there's a door there that would lead into the building. So you are in front of an alley fence, and there's the streets are not crowded. There's a few people like walking around. It's mid-afternoon on a Sunday, so there's probably like if you look in any direction, you'll see like 4 or 5 people, but you can certainly like act casual until there's a moment where there's not people, and then attempt the fence or whatever you want to do.
I mean, just casually act like we're, just a group of friends chatting. 2 of us keeping an eye in one direction, two of us keeping an eye in the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
And when we both say it's clear, alley-oop.
Okay. Are you jumping the fence?
I could also consider that JJ could go last in order to give everybody help with their rolls, so
Totally.
everybody gets a roll advantage.
Awesome. Yeah. Give me athletics checks with advantage, everyone. But JJ, and then JJ will go last.
Standing at the bottom of a fence on my knee with my hand out.
15.
I got an 11. That's
An
with
11.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a 13 with advantage.
Woof. It's a fence. It's not that difficult, but
Wait, I didn't roll my advantage roll. I just was like happily accepting 15. Oh, I rolled
Sure.
an 18. I definitely hopped
cool,
the
cool,
fucking
cool, cool,
fence.
cool. And then
Well, I mean, bitch, in those heels, you could probably just step over it.
so Rose on an 11. Like it's a fence. It's not that hard to leap over it, especially with JJ boosting you up. But you're not really used to doing like athletic stuff in like a pretty date dress. So, unfortunately it does snag on the fence and like tear a little bit, but a mending
I have mending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mending will take care of that. And then JJ, you're getting over the fence?
Yeah, let me
Go
take
for it.
the roll.
Do the thing.
Oh, gee willikers, I only rolled a 12.
You only rolled a 12. Well, you get
I can roll
over.
a 12. Yeah, I got over.
Yeah.
Did you snag?
Yeah,
your clothes too?
you probably snagged.
Yeah, I can fix it.
So yeah, in the
I
alley,
think I can fix that too.
in the alley, the alley is pretty much empty. There's a couple of like broken down like metal shelving units just kind of scattered across the alley. And then there is the door to the back door to the restaurant that anyone can investigate or it's not thievery in this session or in this system. What's it called?
Breaking and
Sleight of
entering.
hand.
Yes, roll me your breaking and entering.
There is sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand is that's generally what's used for this kind of check these days, I think. Which is weird.
I roll a 12.
I rolled a 20.
Cool.
JJ has surprisingly not very nimble fingers, so he stands watch. He's making sure that nobody is like paying attention.
Ah, dude, don't worry about it. I got that covered.
We made like so much noise.
It's okay.
Dude, don't worry about it. I got us covered. Literally.
I got a 15 on the sleight of hand, which is weird because I have a -1 to that check. But
Hey, but sometimes you get there. Yeah.
So, Tara,
yes.
just so you know, when I say I've got us covered, I do indeed mean I've got us covered.
Wham.
Absolutely. Describe for the audience what you're doing.
So, you guys will see Sym concentrate for a moment. His hands will move, and he seems to be manipulating a small piece of fleece in between his fingers while his hands move. His lips are not moving, though.
Mm-hmm.
He concentrates, and then it's like, okay, we're covered. It's good.
Cool.
Yeah, basically, it's everything just looks absolutely normal as far as you guys know. Nothing's changed.
From to an outside observer, everything just seems fine.
Well, and to the inside observer, they don't see anything either.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It just looks, like it did anybody looking in. However, just doesn't really see us.
Yeah. Cool.
They just see an empty alley.
Not bad.
All right. So yeah, you find a way to like sort of pry the door open. It was more stuck shut than it was locked. It wasn't actually locked. It was just like, weather over time has sort of warped the door, and it took a little force to get it out. But you get it out and you get in, and the plan is just to stake out the place.
Yeah, I suppose so. JJ's gonna start snooping around. Guess that's
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna snoop around, find a good vantage point.
Yeah, so this was sort of a small restaurant. It looks like it was more of a like corner cafe kind of thing. The kitchen is relatively small. And then like if you go out into sort of the main area, there's tables with chairs on them that are just like covered in layers of dust. And the main dining area is like triangle shaped because it's that kind of building. And there's a staircase that leads along one wall. If you go up, you find just another dining hall and another kitchen. And looking around the kitchen, you see there's like a dumbwaiter that goes between the two floors. And it looks like most things of value have been taken from this place. Like I said, there's still some tables and chairs, but...
No trying to ride in the dumbwaiter, gentlemen.
JJ puts his hands up. I will say though, so I rolled a 17 on my investigation, and I am specifically looking for a manager's office, because that's where all the fun stuff to snoop through is going to be, if there's anything left.
It is off the kitchen on the second floor.
Nice. Let me in there.
Yeah, door's not locked. You go in. It looks pretty well cleaned out. There's like a desk and an empty file cabinet.
Damn. Kicks the cabinet.
Bang!
Coins shower from the cabinet.
So you guys just hang out there for a few hours until close?
I'm sure we can find ways to entertain ourselves while we're here.
There's got to be something else in this building.
Was the building only 2 floors, or?
Yeah, it was fairly small.
I roll like an investigation check to see if I might find anything fun.
Totally.
What about a basement?
Is there a basement? I rolled a 7, by the way.
Hey, Bates rolled for it.
I don't know. Is there a basement?
Let's find out.
I rolled a 5, so I have no clue.
Don't know if there's a basement.
Well, I guess there's no basement. I couldn't find one.
Well, we could find out where this dumbwaiter goes. Sasha half climbs into it.
Sasha!
What?
I said no riding in the dumbwaiter.
It could be so much fun!
You're right. Let me go in it. I'm small.
Out of all of us, you're gonna get stuck.
Yeah.
JJ's small. He can.
I'll fit great. Like JJ's already climbing inside of it.
So presumably,
JJ.
Presumably, you guys get up to some hijinks and then eventually figure out like, oh, someone should keep watch. And you position, I guess, a rotation of people like watching out. There's a window that like some of the nails have come loose on one side, and you can kind of pull it a little bit to see out of it, and you get a pretty good view of Ale and Wellmet.
Yeah, actually, we if possible, we can remove the board completely.
Yeah, totally.
And I can conceal that the same way.
You minor illusion of board. Duration 1 minute, though.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Was there anything in the dumbbell waiter?
There was not.
Dumbbell waiter?
The dumbbell waiter? Whoops! JJ's kind of itching for his weekend workout routine.
There's some tables you could lift.
So, Rose,
Yes.
how do you feel about desks? And kind of waggles his eyebrows at you.
I think desks have many uses.
I think we need to investigate that desk in the manager's office.
Okay. And I think you're right. I think 2 people is better than just 1.
Exactly. We really need to test the structural integrity.
Okay.
JJ and Sasha are doing push-ups.
Mm-hmm. So
is that what the kids are calling it?
So you while away the hours in your ways. You while away the hours. Everyone, give me perception checks for your time keeping watch as the evening progresses. Again, I'm assuming that you're willing to stay there until after closing, and you're sure that it sounded like you wanted to go back after there was no one left.
Yeah, we've got some questions.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw it out there that by the time Sym and Rose came out, like, Sasha and JJ were comparing the size of, like, their hacky sacks, so that way their sacks were touching.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's
roll
our
on my desk. There we go.
That's what the kids are calling it. That was English.
I got a 21 on the perception.
Yes, you did. Anyone else? Anyone else taking a watch?
I got a 14.
I got a 19.
Okay. So 15 or higher, you see, as you're watching the place, people go in, people come out, they look like they're all having a good time. You don't see anything too out of the ordinary. As the hours go on, it just seems like a normal restaurant conducting normal business. 20 or higher, you probably... What do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? I don't know.
How to derail the GM.
That happened a while ago. There are now 4 notes on my pad, and the 3rd and 4th one are just fuck.
You're welcome.
um,
I was like, we should go talk to the house parents about this shit. Something weird's going on. And y'all were like, oh, building. Cool.
So, let's see. So on a 21 perception, you notice a common theme among a few of the guests that are coming out of Ale and Well Met, because it is late summer. People dress cool. You know, there's going to be like exposed sleeves, exposed like midsections, that sort of thing. Every once in a while, you see someone with the same kind of tattoo. It looks like an upside down hammer. It's sort of like a square, sort of like Warhammer looking hammer. And you can't really make out too many details with it. You just see like the shape show up on like 4 or 5 different people throughout the course of the day.
So almost like an upside down Mjolnir kind of thing?
Yes.
And of course you're going to relay this to the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Whoever it was that saw that, because it wasn't me.
Yeah.
That was Rose. Rose with her 21 perception.
Yeah, JJ beefed that one.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe she doesn't.
I feel like I missed something. I'm sorry, my phone pinged.
Oh!
I was following along, and then I missed apparently a very, very key thing.
You missed the result of your 21 perception check. You notice like 4 or 5 times throughout the day, you see someone with like their midriff exposed or like a shoulder exposed or something because it's hot out, and you see a tattoo on them. It's an upside down Warhammer kind of thing. You can't make out too many details because you are across the street, but you do see this like upside down hammer shaped tattoo.
And multiple people.
On multiple people coming
Okay.
in and out.
What's up with that hammer tattoo?
Hammer tattoo?
Yeah, come look.
We'll scurry over and
Mm-hmm.
try and see what she's looking at.
Yeah, like the person right there that's heading in. Look on their back. You can see exposed. There's a upside down Warhammer.
Ah, yeah.
See how well
Streetwise?
I see it.
Give me actually history.
Oh,
History.
And I'm looking for a 25 on this.
Oh, I can't get that.
Yes, you can. You can roll a nat 20 here.
Even with a nat 20, I've only got a 21.
A nat 20 succeeds.
Okay.
Nat 20 always succeeds. But this is a hard difficulty.
And that was not it.
Okay. So
that
yeah,
that was an 8.
you're not familiar with this.
I don't recognize that at all, Rose.
Yeah, there's a lot of people with them. It's like the 4th one I've seen.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wonder where I might be able to find out something. Not the library.
But libraries are cool.
Libraries are very cool, but I somehow, if it's some sort of clandestine society or anything like that, I doubt there'd be anything in those kinds of archives.
Yeah. So as I move time forward, feel free to stop me. But unless you guys do anything specific, I'm gonna say that a few more hours pass. The last guests leave. Another like 45 minutes or so passes, and then you see sort of the kitchen crew filtering out of the alley behind the restaurant, and it is full dark.
Time to go.
All right.
Do we see our attacker?
You do not see him leaving with the kitchen crew.
Oh, cool. There will be fewer people.
When I saw him,
Mm-hmm.
when I saw him the first time, did I see him walking out of the building?
You did not. You saw him walking out of
Another door deeper in the kitchen?
out of another door deeper in the kitchen. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to double check that, like, he was there.
Yeah.
All right. So we know where this back door is. We have a decent idea. Do we just want to, like, sneak down there? Do we want to do our first stealth rolls?
Well, I mean, he hasn't left, so
Are we planning on fighting? Because this seems like a really bad time for me to be like, maybe I should have put on armor. But
Yeah,
I don't have any on me.
Do we want to, like, find out what his deal is, or do we want to, like, find out if there's, like, more stuff about it in there?
I will say that like we just passed like 6 or 7 hours worth of time, and all that we know happened was like a little bit of sex, a little bit of hacky sack, and like some watching out the window. Oh well, sure, but like there would have been time if like you wanted to send a team back home to get armor.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's assume that
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. Okay. Totally.
Can I just say I'm so glad that you're not one of those DMs that's like, well, you didn't explicitly roleplay it, so it didn't happen.
No. Fuck no. Look,
Oh, Lord.
I miss so much stuff that.
Yeah.
We forgive you.
Yeah.
I've had about like 5 too many DMs like that, so.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
So, yeah.
So what you
But,
doing?
like,
so yeah, I guess maybe we should all help Rose get armored up.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
like, what are we going in there for?
I mean,
Anything and everything.
Are
we could start with like interrogating this guy and see what he has to say. Prepared if it turns out there's multiple people and they try to attack us. But if not, like, just me being armored up will probably encourage him to talk without anyone getting hurt. And he'll remember our faces. That will also probably encourage him to talk.
Sym, where did you find her? You're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to the industry.
It's a long story that involves a lot of carrots.
They're really good carrots, though.
Sounds like a whole lot for some carrots.
Mhm.
Put it out
All right. So you're going over there?
Yeah,
Alright.
I think, well, I would like to specifically say that I'm going to approach this door with some stealth.
Okay. Are you approaching the front door, or are you gonna like try and go around the alley, or
I mean, we're right by that side door, right?
the side
Like-
door?
Like, have we seen where the side door to the restaurant is?
The alley door, yeah.
You've seen the front door, and then you've seen like an alley behind the restaurant. It's a surprisingly similar layout to the restaurant that you have been hiding out in, except it's not a triangle.
I think that we should get in. I think we should get in through the back.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
I am always for going in the back door.
Always?
You should know.
Alright. So if everyone zooms out real quick.
Hey, Sasha, did something happen while they were in that office?
I'm getting ahead. If I know anything about Sims, something did happen in this.
If everyone zooms out real quick, I've revealed like the back alley area. Let me reveal.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah. There's like street there. There's street over on this side.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Aha!
So what you see is everyone give me stealth rolls and give me investigation or perception checks or whatever other skill you think might help you here. But I do need stealth. What did everyone get?
16.
11.
And that was 16 and 11 on stealth?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You said perception as well?
Yeah, perception, investigation. You can roll arcana, whatever you think might help look around the scene.
I'm going to roll my perception.
Mm-hmm. And go ahead and make those rolls while I describe the alley.
I did get a 20 on stealth.
Very nice. So you see, like, there's a couple shelves against the side of the alley. It looks like, they're not being used anymore. There's some empty barrels in a stack, and then there's also a big trough that has like onion peels and like pepper like stems and all kind, just like this is where they put all the
midden heap.
Yeah. Yep. So who got good rolls?
I did.
I got a crappy stealth roll, a good perception roll, an okay arcana roll, and oh my god, that was horrible investigation roll.
I rolled a 16 for perception.
Yeah.
I got a 19 for investigation.
Okay.
I also got a 19 on investigation.
I got a 17 on my perception.
19's on investigation. I'm gonna go with that. So here's a funny thing. As you look at the trough, that has all the like organic waste in it, you see it's kind of like pushed out from the wall just a little bit, and if you look behind, there's a brick that's sticking a little bit out of the wall, just a little bit.
Okay. There's a brick out of place here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sym, do you want to look at it just to see if there's anything weird, magic, trappy about it?
Yeah, sure, not a problem. I will actually detect magic.
Sure. Can you put detect magic in the chat just so I can make sure I know exactly the range, things like that?
I can. Hold on just a second. There you go.
Magic. Sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. Okay. So you don't sense anything coming from the brick. There is... you do, however, sense some magic. Does it tell you the school?
I think so.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yep.
You sense a source of natural magic on the other side of the wall.
Ooh.
Like coming from inside the restaurant. And it is near, this part of the alley. The sort of, as we're looking at the map, the right side of the alley.
So I will obviously pass that information along and say, yeah, it's not coming from the brick itself, but we've got natural magic over in this area inside.
All right, well, I think it's time to sneak on over to that door. Well, or do we want to do... This brick has got to do something, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Can you poke at it, Sym, with mage hand?
Where's the brick? It's behind the trough, you said?
It is behind the trough, yeah.
Mage hand.
Or
Mage hand is 5 pounds or less.
Yeah, mage hand. We can do that.
Okay.
JJ does take a couple steps back.
Boink.
So you mage hand the brick, or are you just kind of poking at it?
Yep.
It wiggles with the poking.
Push it down.
It wiggles in an expected manner.
Does it depress?
Not fully into the wall, no. No, it doesn't.
But more
Use the
importantly,
mage hand to pull it out.
You pull it out. Everyone roll it. No, I'm kidding. You pull it out. You have one brick, and there's a hole in the wall.
Damn it.
Move back to the trough and peek through the hole?
Who has... whatever. There's enough dark vision in the party. Someone sees it. There is something in the hole. It looks it looks like the silhouette of like a small bag.
Pick that up with Mage Hand too?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it, Sym?
I cannot.
I think JJ's gonna like shrug, walk over, and yoink, grab a little bag.
It jingles. You seem to have a bag of coins.
Nice.
I've got a bag of coins. I've got a bag of coins.
And zips the fanny pack, plops them in, zips it back up, and he goes, "We'll count those later, I promise."
Okay. Cool. So
Let's put the brick back.
Yeah. So yeah, you are you leaving? Are you breaking into the building? What you doing?
I'm still really curious about that magic signature.
Awesome. Give me.
And we still haven't found our friend yet.
Yeah.
No, we have not.
So go ahead and.
So how are we getting in, folks?
I mean, I could disguise myself and make my scales a different color, make myself a little bit shorter, and I could like sport one of them tattoos.
Maybe he goes and tries to handle the door.
The door opens.
I think we're getting in by walking in.
Okay, I was going to try to blend in, but all right.
That's a good idea. Like, if it's really easy to do that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I very recently actually realized I have access to spells.
Sym is actually going to make himself look like one of the other two of the assailants.
Okay.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Could be risky. Remember, there was conflict between them at the end. They were mad that the one guy seemed to be leaving them.
Mm-hmm.
So you may walk into a fight that you weren't expecting.
If we're walking in there, we're walking into a fight anyway, most likely.
Fair
Okay.
point.
Okay. So yeah, you shapeshift. Does anyone else do anything before you enter?
I'm going to shift to. Oh, let me pull up the actual description of this thing. Sorry, I'm saying here.
You're using disguise self, right?
Yes.
Okay. I know what it does.
JJ's got a hand on his scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
A short sword, not a scimitar.
Short sword. Yay.
Short sword. A short sword.
Yeah,
Short
basically,
sword?
I'm just
Mhm.
making myself look like a little more blended in than just a tall ass fucking dragon.
Sure. Go ahead and everyone give me stealth checks if you're being stealthy as you walk in.
Yeah, absolutely. Shame I can't use that, fucking like 20-something again.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm very stealthy. 21 for stealth.
Excellent.
I got a 1, but not a natural one. So.
Ooh.
Because I have that penalty, so I rolled a 2.
Your cleric
Ooh.
goes clink, clink, clink as you enter the empty restaurant kitchen.
It's a 9.
You see a bunch of different like cooking apparatus along the walls. You see just like a couple rows of prep tables in the middle of the room. And as you walk in, you see a door on the far side. JJ, this is the door that you saw the guy come out of. It's on the right-hand wall. And this door is open, and as Georgeanna clinks her way in, you hear from the door, "Come in. Have a seat. Let's have a talk." And that's where we end the episode. But yes, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you everyone for playing. We will see you next week. If you liked what you heard, be sure to check the show notes for links to all of our social media platforms and our Discord server. We love feedback, so don't hesitate to get in touch. Until next time, fare thee well, adventurers.